Sounds good.
Yeah. So first we will start with the animation. So animation is all about deep scanning the target network or the machine so that we can find something useful like some confidential file, some configuration file, maybe some usernames, maybe some FTP username or SSH username, maybe some email address and so on. So first we
Okay.
have performed the NetBIOS animation. So here we can perform NetBIOS with the help of NVT-stat. So NetBIOS contains the detail of the machine as well as the machine connected to some other machines in the network. So
Okay.
we can, so this is the Windows utility. So we can open the CMD and here we can
Mhm.
use NVT-stat -A. Okay, and here we can mention the IP address of the target machine. So my target
Okay.
machine would be Metasploitable only. Okay.
Mhm.
So here the IP address of Metasploitable is 192.168.145. You can find with the help of Angry IP scanner.
Okay.
So -A means this will print the NetBIOS table which is in the target machine. So here we
Okay.
can mention 45.
Yep.
So it's 45. Yeah. And this is the details of the NetBIOS remote machine name table. So this is
Okay.
a kind of virtual machine. That is why we have like detail about its own machine, which is Metasploitable and work
Okay.
group.
Yep.
Okay, and no more detail because it is a virtual machine. But if it is a real machine, then you will find information about the tables and the status. Okay, like registered or not, and the unit type. Like it contains the detail of how many machines it have connected to.
Okay.
Even we can use -C for displaying the cache table. Okay. Then we have
Mhm.
performed the NetBIOS animation using NSE script. So the same work we can do with the help of Nmap scripts. So this is
Mhm.
for the Linux. Here we can use -SV for the version scanning, -V for the verbose, and -hyphen script. And this is the script we are going to use, which is nvtstat.nse and the IP address.
Okay.
So so here we can type nmap hyphen -S V and -V for the verbose, and then -hyphen nvtstat.nse and the IP address of the target machine. So again, this
Mhm.
will show me the same result as NetBIOS TV. So these ports are open on the target machine.
Okay.
So let's wait for the scan to complete. So in the meantime, we can move to another scan. With
Yep.
the help of Angry IP scanner or Advanced IP scanner, we can do the same. Then we have this perform the SNMP enumeration, which is simple network management protocol. So again, we can do with this with the help of this one, which is -nmap, which is -su. Here we are sending the UDP packets, -a for the aggressive scan and -p for the 161 port. SNMP works on port number 161. So here we can put, with the help of this command, we can scan the 161, which is SNMP port. So okay, now you can see the details of NetBIOS table and also the server information. So these are the NetBIOS information. Okay, here we have this version, which is 3.x, maybe from 3.x to 4.x. And then we have details like the server may be Apache Coyote. And then we have server info host. These are the hosts. And the operating system may be Unix or Linux. And then we have this details. Okay, like Metasploit table, name of the table. Now, if you want to access the target machine, you know the name of that table, which is Metasploit table. Okay, basically, sometimes the machine name, now it is a virtual machine and it is a easy machine. But whenever you face in a, like whenever you hack a real-time machine, then this name, which is whatever in the table, and whatever the host name, they can be different. So with the help of NetBIOS, we know some of the host name, and we can use these host name to attack on that specific port.
Yeah.
Then we have this SNMP. So here you can apply nmap-su. Okay, so this is for the SNMP, port number 161. So here we are just specifically scanning port number 161. So if the port is open, you will have the information about SNMP. If not, then which means port is closed. So here the port is actually closed. So that is why we don't have information. But if in case if the port is open, then you will find the SNMP enumeration information, like again the username, connected machines information, their MAC addresses, and so on.
Yeah.
The same we can perform with the SNMP walk. Okay, V means version 1 for the SNMP, V2 means version 2. Okay, and C for the community tree. So again, we can try. So this version 1 for the SNMP walk, like which version you are using for the SNMP walk. It is pre-installed in the Linux. So we can try SNMP walk. Okay. And this is the IP address of the target machine. Okay, now here we have this no response because port number 161 is not open on the target machine. If it is open, then you will have the same information that we will get from the nmap. Here you will see many of the tools and techniques are mainly for the examination purpose. They are not meant for the real life scenarios because CEH is like a very basic level like examination. It is like you're just using some predefined techniques, some tools, and then you are hacking the machine. Even if you sit for the examination, you will see only Windows 7 machine, Windows 7 or all the outdated servers or machine. You will not going to get any latest hacking machine there. So that is why CH is like a basic level certification. Many of the tools and techniques are mainly for the machines only, not for the real life scenario. But after CH, when you move to any specific path, like blue teaming, for example, SOC analyst, maybe for the red teaming, maybe for the penetration, then you will find the real life machines, real life scenarios you will work on. Okay. But for the CEH, it is like the only limitation in the CEH that whatever the tools are available in the examination, they are all outdated either or they are not meant for the real life scenarios. Then we perform the SNMP enumeration using nmap scripts. Again, we can do the same work here. Like here we can use SNMP scripts. Like SNMP system description, we can use SNMP. We can know about the processes running on the target machine. We can know about what kind of Windows software are there on the target machine if it is a Windows server. Okay, and then here we can know the interfaces on the target machine. Okay, for example, in our machine, these interfaces like network interfaces. So same as we can know the interfaces of the target machine with the help of SNMP interfaces. Okay, so you can try these scripts where the port is open, like where the port 161 is open. First for the system description, second for the processes, third for the Windows software, whichever is installed, and then SIMP interfaces. The same we can perform with the DNS enumeration. We can gather information about zone transfer, DNS zone, etc. So here we can use NS lookup either. With the help of NS lookup, we can find the IP address of the particular domain. We can find the SOA records. We can find IPv4. We can find IPv6. And main thing is SOA records, which is start of authority records. These records will show you the primary server name and the secondary server name and actual authority who's responsible for these servers. So let's try this. NS lookup is for Windows and dig is for Linux. So either we can use for the Linux or NS lookup for the Windows.
Okay.
So we can use NS lookup. Okay, and here we can mention the, let's say, DNS, let's say JNTech networks.com. So this is IPv6 and this is IPv4. Here we can set type equal SOA records. And then here, so here we don't have the set type for the JNTech, set query type. Here we can use, let's say, SOA records. And then here we can mention the, let's say, Amazon.com. Okay, and here you can see the details of Amazon. The primary server name, as I said, the responsible mail address. So whenever you find any issue with the Amazon server, like if your queries are not resolving or any particular problem regarding DNS, then you can contact this particular mailer, which is responsible mail address. So this mail address is mainly responsible for troubleshooting, mainly for accepting the problems from the user end. And this is the primary name server who is responsible for resolving the Amazon.com DNS. Then we have the serial number. Serial number is like a unique number. Like, for example, let's say there's a primary server and there's a secondary server. And let's say there's a change in the primary server or secondary server. So this serial number will increment by one number if there's a change in the primary or secondary server. So this serial number will increment by one. Then here we have this refresh rate, pretty rate, like in how much time the server will keep on refreshing after 3 minutes. And pretty rate is like if there's a changes in the primary server, so how much time secondary server will take to refresh. Okay, that is 1 minute. And then expired date and default time to live parameter here. Okay, so with the help of this particular field, we can find out the authority server name with the help of NS lookup. Okay, this can be useful, let's say, in very less scenario, like let's say whenever you are troubleshooting the DNS problems, whenever you are applying the DNS attacks, etc., or you are spoofing and so on.
Yeah.
Apart from this NS lookup, we can also use dig here. Then we have this DNS recon. Dig is same as the Windows NS lookup. Here we can use dig, and here we can use the name of the server and then IP address. Sorry, the DNS name. Then we have performed the DNS enumeration using DNS sec zone working. So it is same as the NS lookup. DNS recon is, I think, not available on Linux. We can check. It is available. So we can use DNS recon, and here we can use the URL, the DNS name. Let's say in place of this particular address, we can put JNTech networks. Okay, and lifetime is like it will keep on checking until this lifetime becomes 0. It is like if there's any problem, maybe the JNTech is blocking your network, so keep on trying until 20 minutes. Okay, that is like a lifetime parameter here. And here you can see we have this SOA records of the JNTech, and another, this is for the IPv6 name server records, bind version for this one, which is 2024.5.2. and some other information. And this is name server record for IPv6. So this is JNTech IPv6, JNTech IPv4, and these are the SOA server for the JNTech. Okay, this is for the IPv6, and this is for the name server. Okay. So with the help of DNSRECON also, we can find these information. Again, DNS information is mainly useful whenever we are applying the DNS attack, or maybe if it is a work of DNS. Like for example, let's say you are spoofing the spoofing on the sniffing on the DNS part of the target, or you want to know about the authority server so that you can spoof their authority server. So when whatever the requests are coming from the target, it will move to your own server. Like if you have spoofed the authority's name server of the DNS or the zone transfer, then you have your own server. Like you can, it is like rather going the IP address on the actual server, the IP addresses are coming on your server. That is like spoofing. So again, it is like depend on what kind of attack we are applying. Apart from DNS recon, we can also use LDNS, NSEC, and so on. But DNS recon is important for the examination.
Yeah.
Then we have this perform DNS enumeration using nmap script. So here we can use nmap script also for collecting the DNS information, like for example, broadcast DNS service discovery we can use. We can use DNS brute force here. So here we can also apply brute force attack on the information for the DNS. Okay, not for the username and password, for the name server information or primary or secondary authoritative servers. Same as we can here apply DNS service enumeration, and then we can we can enumerate on the actual domain so that we can find the same information. So these are mainly for finding more details about DNS. For example, we can use this one. Okay, and here you can see with the entire records. We have this this MX mail server records, and the C name, which is canonical name for the JNTech, A name, which is IPv4, and this is for the C name, again for the canonical names, IPv4 and test records. Same here, we can try the DNS service discovery on JNTech networks.
Okay.
Okay, same as we can try this DNS brute, or we can try this enumeration on this particular domain. So all are same only. It depends on the scenario. Okay, maybe if one not work, you can use another.
Okay.
So this has discovered that these ports are open. Okay, same as we can try this one also for the brute forcing. Sorry, for the information of any specific DNS. So here we can mention just the IP, the DNS name of JNTech.
Okay.
This nmap done and 0 IP addresses.
Okay. So let's use another domain. Let's say we can use Amazon. Maybe there's some problem with the script.
Okay, that is why we have multiple scripts. If one not work, you can use another script. Okay, for the backup.
Yeah.
Then we can collect SMT information like mail transfer protocol information with the help of again nmap scripts. So nmap scripts play a major role in enumeration. For example, here we can enumerate SNMT enumerate users. Okay, like whatever the user names in that particular nmap, in that SMTP server. Then we can also find out the open release and SMMT uh, commands, like whatever the commands are allowed in that SMTP server. Okay, for example, we can check out if port number 25 is open or not in the target machine first. So here we can scan the target machine
Okay.
to check if port number 25 is open or not. If the port is open, then we can try these attacks. Let's see. Yeah. Here you can see port number 25. So 25 is open. Then we can simply apply the SMTP information. Let's say we can enumerate the users. Okay, like whatever the available usernames on the target SMTP server. And
Okay.
here we can mention the IP address of target machine. SMTP enumerate users. Okay. So here we have this error. Let's So this particular script is not working. So we can try another one. Let's say SMTP commands. So we can try this one. Okay, so these are the commands we can use on the Metasploitable. See, with the help of SMTP users, we cannot find the users. But with the help of SMTP commands, we find the username, which is Metasploitable only. Okay, and secondly, these are the commands which are allowed on the SMTP server. Like we can use pipelining, size, and so on. Verification for the verified, and so on. Okay, which means, and here we have the start TLS, which means we can also establish a secure communication with the SMTP server of the target machine. Okay, and with the help of that SMTP communication, we can find more information. So if you are entering any machine with the help of SMTP code, then you cannot gain access in the machine, but what you can find the information like email addresses as well as emails, whichever is like stored on the target SMTP server. Okay, so that we can find. Then we can perform the RPC, SMB, and FTP animation with the help of NetScan Tools Pro. So NetScan is mainly for the Windows, and we can download. Okay, so we can search for NetScan tool. Down. So we can download the free edition because Pro is not for free.
Okay.
Okay, so we can download simply the demo version here.
Okay.
Okay, maybe the serial key is available on GitHub for this NetScan. So we can open it. And here we can extract. Okay, and click on ISF. Maybe with the pro version, we can scan for the specific port, but with the demo
Mhm.
version, we have the limitation of just for scanning the target machine, like how many ports are open. So let's check. I guess we can get this. Okay, now we can click on launch. So here the trial version is over. Please contact this one. So this one is even available for 15 days. Okay, so what you can do, you can install in your system and it is like
Mhm.
easy to use. There's a panel, like a field where you can apply the IP address of the target machine. And there are like some options where you have to tick on those options, like whether you want to scan ports or you want to scan a specific service. Okay, that you can select and then you can start scanning. So that is straightforward. Okay, but if you find any problem, you can ping me on WhatsApp.
Mhm.
Then we can perform the same part with the help of Nmap. Here, with the in the net scan also run a kind of scan, like just like a Nmap scan in the background, not Nmap scan, like similar to a Nmap scan and scan for each and every port that is listed. Okay, or that is ticked by the user. But here, the same here we can do with the help of Nmap. Here we can scan for the specific port, -p for the port, and whatever the port we want to scan. Let's say 21 for the FTP, and then we can mention the IP address. Okay, for
Okay.
example, it is nmap-p, port number 21, -a for the aggressive scan, and then IP address of the target machine. So instead of scanning the entire ports or yeah, entire ports, we are scanning a specific port. And -a will give you the all the details of that port number. For example, port number 21 is open. This version is running. And then we have this some information, which is the MAC address. And here you can see FTP NN, which is anonymous FTP login is allowed, which means we can enter in the target machine with the help of FTP port without login, without username or password, because here anonymous login is allowed. If I type here
Okay.
FTP and then IP address of the target machine, and if it is asking for the name, let's say we can put here anonymous,
Mhm.
password, enter. Okay, you can
Yep.
see login successful. Even without login, without username and password, we enter the target machine. Because of this line here, anonymous FTP login is allowed. So we can do some small operation like we can check for the commands, we can check for the files. That's it. Okay, but
Mhm.
with the scanning a specific port, we can get the entire information about that port. Same as we can scan for the 4 to 5, or we can also increase the number of threads.
Okay.
Then at last we have this perform animation using various animation tools like advanced IP scanner. So we can also use advanced IP scanner for animation. That is, we have already discussed. It is not like it will not share some important information. This advanced IP scanner will share about like some open ports and some services, not the actual information which is used in the animation. Okay,
Okay.
but maybe the examiner can ask you about this one, that how we can perform animation with the help of advanced IP scanner. So it is
Mhm.
same. You can apply the IP address and then click on scan. Okay, it is same as that we have already tried. The last we have this animate the information from Windows and Samba host using an NM for Linux. Now this one particular NM for Linux, it is like the master of all these tools here. So whatever we were doing here, this one, this NM for Linux can do individually. Okay, so either you can use all these above tools or you can singly use this particular tool here. That is like the
Okay.
how powerful it is. So enum for
Mhm.
Linux is again pre-installed in your Linux.
Okay.
With the help of enum for Linux, we can find the information about operating system, running processes, policy information, group and member list, like how many groups are there. How many group are there in the target machine, the username list, and the share list. Okay,
Mhm.
so let me show you this. And it is very simple to use. Here we have to write enum for Linux and IP address. Even you can specify any argument here like -o, -p. But if you are not specifying anything here, so this will automatically scan everything, whichever is
Mhm.
here on the target. So
Okay.
here you can see the target information and the known username. So these can be the known username in the target machine, target IP address. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we have some information about NBT stat, okay, which is net bias information. Then we have information about domain name and domain SID, which is null here. And then we have information about OS. So this is the actual Samba version the operating system is using. Platform
Mhm.
ID is 500. OS version is 4.9. And server type is this one. This is in the hex format.
Oh, okay.
Then we have the information about account name. So this is a confidential information, like how many usernames are there in the target machine. For example, in the target, we have this username MSF admin, we have this username root, we have this username daemon, we have this username root here, user here, this username, and so on. And some other services like PostgreSQL, which can be run by the administrator only, and some other information. So here you can see with the help of simple enum for Linux, we can find all the usernames, all the services available on a target machine.
Mhm.
And here these are the username based. Then we have information about share enumeration, like this is the share list, like the devices available on the target machine. Okay, here we can also enter into the target machine with the help of print, with the help of admin. So now here we know this is like a kind of like SMB information. So we can also gain information with the help of share names. Okay,
Okay.
like here now
Mhm.
we know the share name IP, C dollar, admin, and so on. So now we can also
Mhm.
gain access with the help of this particular information.
Yeah.
Basically, we are mainly enumerating for the username.
Yeah.
And then we have other information like map shares, network access information, which is denied, which is not available, maybe password policy. So this is the password policy for this particular target. And these are the domains found on a target. And this is the password policy for the target machine, which we can use for brute forcing.
Okay.
Okay, then we have this password complexity to disable, which is maybe the password is simple. And then we have this SID. Okay, SID is like a unique ID for each and every account in the target machine or in our machine also. SIDs are
Mhm.
mainly important whenever you are, let's say, fetching some uh, like deleted data from the target machine. Okay, so this is SID here. So this is the SID for this user administrator. This is the SID for the user nobody and so on. So SIDs are important whenever we are extracting some removed data.
Okay.
Okay. So with the help of a single tool, we have lots of information. So enum for Linux is like a collection of all the tools, animation tools. Apart
Okay.
from enum for Linux, we have many other applications which are quite powerful. Okay, that you can also use. But for the
Mhm.
examination, enum for Linux again is important.
Okay.
Okay, is it clear this much? Any questions?
No, that
Anything
much
you
is
want to
okay.
ask specifically?
It's all right.
Then we can move to the system hacking. So in
Mhm.
the system hacking, some of the applications are available, some of the applications are again not available. But whenever you sit for the examination, maybe for the practical one, then you will get a lab there. And with that lab, you will get all those like tools which you have to use. So in the actual examination, it is no needed to download or install any kind of application. Okay, that is like a plus point for the CH examination. You will get a directory in which it contains all the tools, whichever is needed for solving the labs. But in the real life scenario, again, some may be available and some may not be available.
Okay.
So we will focus from the examination point of view.
Mm-hmm.
So first here, we have this gain access to the system. One minute.
Okay.
So first we have this perform active online attack to crack the system's password using responder. Let's say in this scenario, the target is a Windows machine and the attacker is Kali machine. In most of the scenario, the target is Windows only. So here we can run
Mm-hmm.
responder and we can find the the username, sorry, the passwords and username which are stored in the Windows. As you know
Mm-hmm.
that the Windows password, whatever the account password we have, those are all already stored in a Windows machine inside SAM folder. So which we can access with the help of responder. So
Yeah.
responder again, it is pre-installed. And how to use it? Simply we can use responder -I for your interface. So this is my interface. You can type here ifconfig to know your interface. Okay. Then here we can type responder -I and this one. Okay, now there's a listener activated in your machine. Now what you have to do, you have to open the Linux Windows machine of the target user. And here you have to press, let's say this is a target machine, my Windows. Here we have to press Windows R. And here we have to mention the IP address of the Kali machine. Like we have to
Okay.
send a packet or a request to the Kali machine. Okay, let's say if I type here HTTP and IP address of Kali machine is 192.168.1. We can check it out. IP address is 42. And here we can mention 42 and click on OK.
Mm-hmm.
So here it is asking for the username and password. So you can apply your username, your account username, okay, and the password. So let's say if I apply my password and click on sign in. Here you will not get anything, but in the responder you will get the information of that particular Windows machine. For example, now in the Windows machine, passwords are stored in the form of anti-LM hashes, and it is good that we can crack the anti-LM hashes, because those are again not so much powerful. And here you can see the username is admin and this is the password. So how we can crack it? Because we need to crack the password, we can simply copy the entire username password, press Ctrl Shift C, and here we can open the notepad in the Linux, and here we can paste and click on save. And here we can save, let's say on here, and here we can mention hash dot tst.
Okay.
Okay, we can replace this file. Now inside this hash, I have my hash of the admin. Now I can run John the Ripper. Okay, here I can use John and hash.tst, which is on desktop. Hash.tst. And here we can, so the John will start cracking a password. And here you can see it has cracked. So we have this admin and the password is 12345. If the password
Wow.
is simple, if password
Mm-hmm.
is complex, then it may not able to crack it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how we can get the information of the Windows machine in the Linux machine, the actual hash. But
Yeah.
you have to manage the that target to apply their actual username and password. Here I have not mentioned my actual username and password because of the security. But let's say you are a, let's say in your company you are testing for the social engineering attack. Okay, your
Mm-hmm.
authorities ask you to check if the users are using the secure password or not. So as a security analyst, you announce in your team that they have to apply, they have to open in their Windows machine and they have to press Windows R. Maybe those persons are, let's say, not technical, and they have to apply the IP address of a Linux machine. Once they will apply, you will click on OK. They will click on OK, and they will apply the username and password here. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
obviously they will apply right username because you are asking as a authority, right? So in that case, you can know which user is using simple passwords, which users are using complex password. If you able to
Mm-hmm.
crack, then the particular team is using the simple password. If you don't, then they are using the hard password. So in this way, you can also apply the social engineering attack, right? Like test for your password strength of your team, like what kind of passwords they are using. Okay. So
Okay.
it is like a kind of it is like responder is a powerful tool because with the help of responder you can get multiple username and password at the same time, maybe 100 or 100 plus. So if you have 100 members in the team and they are applying the username password all together, you will get the entire information here.
Okay.
Okay. The same is shown in the PDF. If you get confused, then you can also reach this PDF. This is Ubuntu machine, and here you can type responder -I, and it will start the listener. You can open the windows, and here you can apply in place of CH tools. You can apply the password of your, sorry, the IP address of the Linux machine, and there you will get the username and password. Then you can copy the hash plus the username, and you can crack using John. Okay, you can
Okay.
type John and name of your file. Even you can mention the word list as well if you have any. Okay. Then we have
Okay.
another lab which is for the low-fit crack. It is for auditing the system passwords using low-fit crack. See, here these tools are not again not for the real life scenario. If you're applying the attack for serious, for any personal gain, these are mainly for your own company. Okay, let's say you are testing something. The company is asking for you to test your employees, to test their password strength, to test the vulnerabilities in the system. Then you can use it. It is not for your for the real life scenario. Like if you are applying the attack to another target. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so here now Lovert Crack is available for free. Like it is open source application, so you can install for Windows. Okay, like it is easily available. You can search for Lovert Crack. Get down. But as it is open source, so it is having some problem. Like it is not working as per expected. Okay, so how to you can download using this particular link here. Okay, HTTPS this one. So once you download, you can install it. After installing, you
Okay.
will get this interface. Okay, here we have this password auditing wizard. You have to click here, the first option, then click on next. And then here it is asking for what kind of operating system you want to choose, Windows or Unix. So here I will
Okay.
choose Windows.
Mm-hmm.
And then what kind of where you are performing the auditing in your own machine or in the remote machine. So here we can click on the remote machine. Now here we have to mention the IP address of the target machine, the username and their password first. Then only we
Okay.
can audit their password. It is like again a kind of a lab where you are checking the strength of others' password, not actually hacking the password or collecting the passwords illegally. You are doing here
Okay.
legally.
Yeah.
Okay, and here you mention the credentials of the target machine. Then click on next. Then click on through password audit. Then click on next. And here how you want to save your passwords in the form of CSV, HTML or XML. So you can click any option and you can mention the location where you want to save and click on next. And click on you can mention your file name and click on save. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then here you can use the job scheduling, like where you when you want to start the process. You can also schedule, or you can also run right now. So here we can run this job immediately. You click on next and click on finish. And here you will notice when you click on finish, you will get the usernames, all the usernames for the target machine and its password. Okay, if I show you, see, these are the username. Like here, with this username guest, username this one, Martin, Sheila, Jason, and this administrator. And here with this anti-LM hash of these username. Some may be cracked, some may not. If the password is strong, then you cannot crack it. If the password is easy, then you can simply crack it.
Okay.
Okay, so for example, these are the username. and these are the NTLM hashes, and these are cracked password. So low-fat crack will also crack internally if the passwords are simple. For example, Apple, test, QWERTY, or password. And here you can see no, not cracked. And here you can see cracked, no password. So in the guest account, we don't have any password. And here this account, which the password is quite strong, and rest, the passwords are simple.
Okay.
Okay, and here we can save it. So again, it is a kind of legal lab. Like we are not doing anything illegal. It is like an auditing job. Then find vulnerabilities on the exploit sites. So this we have already discussed, like how we can find vulnerabilities on the exploit sites. Like let's say if I search for G like exploit DV.
Yep.
Okay, here we can mention the version name or the the service name here and the version, and then we can find the exploit. So this we have already discussed, right? How we can find exploit. So whenever you are facing any issue, like for example, you are scanning any machine and you find a specific version, let's say PHP version 7.10. So now you want to check if this version is vulnerable or not. Then you can simply come here, apply the version here, like PHP 7.10, and then test if that particular uh, service is vulnerable or not. For example, we have some information here. Now it is not for actual 7.10, it is for 1, 2, 3, and so on. So it is like how you can search. Apart from exploit DB, you can use any other resources like as we had discussed here. You can use MITRE, CWE, you can use NVD database, you can use Nexus, you can use Rapid7, and so on. Then we have this exploit the client-side vulnerabilities and establish a VNC session. So VNC session is like same as whenever you are using any desk. VNC session is like if let's say I am hacking your machine and I want to gain VNC session, which means I am gaining your entire access of your machine plus the GUI version. Previously we were hacking with the help of CLI, but whenever we are accessing using VNC session, which means we are accessing using GUI version. Okay.
Yeah.
So how we can exploit nowadays a client side vulnerabilities. So again, there's a this we can perform with the help of maybe with the help of malware. Okay, like MSF Venom, MSF Console. Okay, it is like simple Windows hacking that we already discussed, like how we can hack Windows. So first we will create a malware with the help of MSF Venom for the Windows. Okay, here you can see we have some new features. Like this is for the reverse TCP connection, Windows platform. This is version 86, okay, or 64 or 32. It depends on your target machine. Your name of your file, sorry, the format, the lhost, the rhost, sorry, lport and lhost, and then name of your exe file. Once the malware is created, we have to transfer using like we are creating another folder which is share inside the web server folder. Basically, we're transferring this malware in the web server location. Okay, after transferring, we are starting the Apache server. Okay, this all we have already discussed, like how we can share the malware to the Windows machine. And then we can create the listener. Here we can use exploit multi-handler, and we can use payload, which is meet operator. We can set lhost, lport, and exploit. Now we are waiting for the connection. Then we can open the Windows machine, open the browser. We can mention the IP address / your file name. And here we can download the file name and then we can run it. After running, you can click on run here. We will get the shell. Now there's one more thing. After getting the shell, we can also access the VNC session. First, we can check out the system information with the help of sysinfo. So this is the Windows information. Then here we are uploading a script, which is upload root power exploit privilege acceleration power up.ps1. Okay, so here we are uploading a PowerShell script. And from where you will get this script, this is available on the GitHub. You can search for powerup.ps1. But make sure this is a malicious script. Don't run this script on your Windows. First, download in your Kali Linux. Then you have to upload this particular script, which is a malicious script, into your Windows. Okay, once it is uploaded, then you can simply run it. Here you can type shell here for gaining the shell. And then here, now with the help of this PowerShell script, what we can do, we can disable the PowerShell rules. For example, here we are just bypassing the policies. PowerShell, we are execution of the policy bypass command. And here we are running this particular our shell and invoke all check, which is we are bypassing the security mechanism so that we can gain the VNC session. After that, we can use run VNC. And when you run VNC, you will gain the Windows. Now, this is a Linux machine only, but this is a VNC session of a Windows running inside Linux. So we can access the Windows machine with the help of GUI application, like GUI version. Now you can do anything inside the Windows machine. You can open any file, close any file, and do any number of operation. But here we are, whatever we are performing with the help of GUI. Previously, we were hacking with the help of CLI. The same we are doing with the help of GUI. So here we are inside Kali machine, but running a Windows machine with the help of VNC session. Okay. Just we have to upload a script, which is this PowerShell script. So this will bypass the policies. Okay, the script you can download from here, and then you can upload it here, and then just apply this command for bypassing the policies. Once you bypass, you can run VNC. Okay.
Yep.
Is it clear?
Yeah, that is useful.
Then we have this gain access to a remote system using Armitage. Now this application Armitage, this is important for the examination, and this Mimikatz. These both are very important for the examination. They like always come in the exam. Okay, so here we have this Armitage. It is again for hacking the Windows machine. But the difference is, previously we were hacking Windows with the help of MSF Venom by creating a malware, and MSF console by sharing the malware. But here we are hacking the Windows machine with the help of Armitage. It is a tool, and more as it is a GUI application. Okay, so if I show you, it is also available on Linux. Okay, so here you have to start a service known as PostgreSQL start first. Then you can connect. You will find this Armitage in your Linux machine, and you can run it. Apply your Kali password. Okay, and click on connect. Don't change anything here. Just click on connect. This is for the database. And once you click on connect, yes, here you will get. Now this is Armitage here. Okay, as super user. So it is same. The formula is same here. We will create a malware. We will share the malware. We will gain access in the target machine. The difference is, previously we were doing with the help of Metasploit. Here we are doing with the help of different tool, which is Armitage. Otherwise, everything is same here. Even the malware, the listener, everything is same here. Okay, first we can scan the target machine. Here we can use host, nmap scan, and intense scan. Here you have to apply the IP address of your target machine. Okay, means your Windows IP. Even you can apply the range here. So when you click on OK, or when you apply the scan on the Windows machine, you will get a Windows machine here. You can see this is Windows machine which you are scanning. Okay, if this problem, like if you are scanning and something went wrong, so you can just restart your Armitage. It will solve your problem. And click on OK. And in the scan, you will find the details like how many ports are open and so on. For example, here. After this one, we can create a malware. So we will create a malware first, then we will transfer to Windows, and then we will gain access. So here we can click on this one, which is Metaperator. Inside Metaperator, we will click on Metaperator reverse TCP. Okay, this is again the same malware which we were creating. So when you click on this one, you will find this window. Here you have to enter the lhost, your localhost, your Kali IP, Kali port, output ex, and click on launch. Once you click on launch, you have to save your malware. It is your malware. So this is my malware name, and click on save. After creating the malware, we are creating the listener. Okay. So first we can transfer this malware, which is exe malware, into the root file, into the web server file. Okay. We have copied the malware in the web server file so that we can transfer to Windows. Then we are starting the Apache server. After starting the Apache server, we can open the Armitage. Now here we can start the listener. So instead of the output, we have to put here multi-handler, which is we are starting a listener here. Again, we can fill up the details like the lhost, rhost, which is same. Okay, and click on launch. Once you click on launch, you will get a listener here. Okay. And here you can notice this is a Windows machine. If we click on IP address and name of a malware, the malware will be downloaded and we can run the malware. Once we run the malware, you will notice this machine will become red, which is this machine is now infected with the malware. And we have information about Windows 11, admin, Windows 11. It is showing Windows 11, but whenever you are applying this attack on your Windows 11, you have to turn off your security first, because these are the malware which cannot bypass the Windows security. So you have to turn off your antivirus. Okay, just like we did in the Windows hacking, then you can share it. Like then you can install your malware. Otherwise, your Windows security will block your this malware. Now you can see this one is infected machine, and here you will get the listener. Now again, we can perform any number of operation. We have this meet operator, interact, meet operator shell. Even we can gain the command shell also, meet operator shell, or the VNC session also. Okay. Then you can click on meet operator shell, and here we have this shell here. So again, it is same as MSF Venom or MSF console. The difference is we are just applying the attack with the help of a GUI tool. That's it. Here we have the system information. You can browse files here, show processes. You can capture the keystroke, screenshot, web camera, everything. So it is same. Okay, like we can do any number of operation. So you will see the details here. Okay, we can take a screenshot here, and here's the screenshot and so on. Okay, so it is again same, and it is very easy to use than MSF Venom or MSF console. Okay. Then we have, this is the simple hacking we were doing. Okay, like just gaining access. What is important is maintaining access and privilege acceleration. What is privilege acceleration? Let's say we have gained access in the target machine. Now in the target machine, we want higher access. Let's say we have gained access as a normal user. So we want, like we have access as a normal user. So we want a higher access. Let's say as an admin access, so that we can open the confidential file as well. Okay, so that is why we have to gain access from the normal to the high user. And that process is known as privilege acceleration. So this we can do with the help of some application, which is first some scripts maybe. We have the script which is broot, seatbelt, some post exploitation technique by meet operator only, and this mimikits. These are the 4 tools which we can use for gaining the higher privilege acceleration. Okay, so first one is broot and seatbelt. Again, these are malicious script. Don't install it or don't download in your main machine, in your Windows machine. Okay, and you can find this here in the on GitHub, broot.exe. Okay, like here. So we have this broot. And same as you can search for the seatbelt. So you will get the exe. You can copy. Same as you will get seatbelt. So if you are trying this on your machine, then make sure first make a Windows virtual machine, then try these attacks, because these are like privilege acceleration attack. Maybe they can run on your startup file. So you will never know that your machine is already hacked. Okay, like why you only, but again, these are like not harmless. They contain malicious script. Okay. So you can download these 2 files from GitHub only. How to use? Again, the process is same only. First, we will create a malware with the help of MSF Venom. We will transfer malware with the help of Apache server of Kali. We will download malware with the help of browser in the Windows. We will gain access with the help of MSF console. Then we can upload this particular scripts. Okay, so first step you will find common, which is first MSF Venom, creating a malware, Windows malware, transferring it to the file, to the server file, starting the Apache server, and then starting the multi-handler, which is here. And then here we are running this exploit -j-z, which is here we are running this listener in the background, so that if you gain the shell, you will get a notification. Okay. So here we have this window, we are downloading the malware. And after downloading the malware, we are running it. And then here we have get a shell here. This is simple, which is we are hacking the Windows. Now, main step is when we upload a shell. So this is the UID, which is Windows 11/admin. Okay, so we can get, if you are, if this will come in the examination, then you will find this script inside lab only. Okay, it is not compulsory to download by your own in the examination. So you will get in the lab only. So we have this
Okay.
B root. So what we will do, we will upload this B root first. So we have this upload and the location where the file is located in the Linux and file name. Once it is
Okay.
uploaded, we can simply get a shell. Okay, we can type shell to gain a shell. And then we can run this exe, broot.exe. And here you can see, it is automatically gain access. Without doing anything, it will automatically gain the higher access. Windows privilege acceleration. And then it will show you the advanced level information, like services information. These are the registries keys, okay, which are confidential startup keys, everything. Check user admin, task scheduler. So this will show everything automatically without doing anything, without even lifting a finger. Just upload your broot and then
Yeah.
run your broot.exe. So you will get information. Even you will get the anti-RAM hashes. Then you can press exit. Then you can also check out your second exe, which is seatbelt.exe. Okay, you can upload here. After uploading, we can get a shell and then we can run seatbelt.exe. Okay, hyphen group equal system. So here we have gain access as a group here. And then here you will find again all the information which are confidential for the Windows, like the group name, antivirus information, app locker information, if any, ERP table information, network information, and so on. And here we have this group user. So again, you can get user information. Okay, so these are the user information, like the user default, like username. Okay, this is a Chrome data. This is the Microsoft data. And here we have some path. Okay, like these are the path in the target machine. Okay, here we can also use group list here. So we will get every information once we gain access. So it is like a commands. So you can run these commands like seatbelt, group all, Slack, Chromium for collecting the Chrome information like Chrome history, Chrome bookmarks, Chrome presents, and so on. It is for the Chromium. Chromium and Chrome are same only. Chromium is mainly for the developers and Chrome is for the simple user. So instead of typing Chromium, you can type Chrome or any other browser name. This is for the remote information and so on. So you can check out these commands. Basically, whenever you're setting for the CH, it is a open book examination. So you can also just keep this PDF side by side so that you can get some insights. Okay, it will help you in the examination because
Okay.
it is an open book examination.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will get every information. Then you can dump your hashes with the help of run post Windows gather smart hash dump. So this is post here. Now what is post? Post and payloads are mainly for injecting the malicious script in your target machine. So we have already seen how we can use payloads. This is post. Post is for collecting the advanced information. So here we are collecting the hash dump, like the passwords which are stored in the Windows machine, in the same folder. Okay, so here if we type hash dump, see this hash dump sometimes we work, sometimes it doesn't. So it depends. Okay, so what we can do if this will not work, so we have to use another payload, which is you can click on show options. So here you can see if this will not work, this hash dump, we have to use a different exploit, which is this one. Use exploit Windows local bypass UAC, which is user access control for helper. So here we are using this exploit. So when you use this exploit, now you can use that post over this exploit. Okay, you cannot use post over the multi-handler simple exploit, but you can use post over this exploit. So once you gain access, and here you can bring your background session in the foreground, and then here you can set a payload, which is same payload, and then after gaining the access, okay, which is metaparator session is open. we can get UID and so on. Here now we can run the post, which is not working previously. Okay, you can see here we are running the post Windows gather smart underscore hashed. Now this is working. Previously it was not working because of the simple exploit. But here we have
Mhm.
changed the exploit from Windows multi-handler to the local bypass AUC, right? And then we have gained the hashes. So this is the admin hash, which is administrator.
Yeah.
This is the username and this is the hash. Again, you can copy the hash and give to the John. John will correct the hash.
Yeah.
This is for the default account. This is for the admin, Jason, Sheila,
Yeah.
Martin. Okay, so we
Okay.
have the hash information of all the users exist in the target machine. Okay, simply by running another exploit and a post exploit. Okay, so we have used this particular exploit, which is Windows local bypass AUC and this particular hash. Okay,
Okay.
is
Yeah.
it clear? And even you can run this one, which is clear EV for clearing the environment variables. Okay, like environment logs. So here we are wiping out the application logs, system logs, and security logs. So
Yeah.
it depends on your if you want to remove your trace, then you can remove this. You can run this clear EV. Okay.
Mhm.
Then at last we have this one, which is mimikatz. Here we have seen like how we can, with the help of post also, we can gain access, which is post underscore hash dump. The same we
Mhm.
can perform with the help of mimikatz.
Okay.
Mimikatz short for kiwi, and this is important for the examination. So again, the
Mhm.
process is same. We will create a malware, transfer it to the Windows machine. Okay. And then open a listener. So this is same. We have already done this. Main thing is running a mimikatz. So how we can run a mimikatz? See, mimikatz is again pre-installed in your machine. So we can run some basic commands. And here, see, for example, we have this file here. There's one more thing. We have this file here, cat secret.txt. Maybe let's say this is a confidential file and you are accessing this file, right? Cat secret.txt. So whenever any security user will check this logs of this file, they will notice that someone opened this file. Okay, so what you can do, you can change the timing of this file. So here you can see where this modified time, access time, created time, and entry modified. Here these
Mhm.
time. So whenever
Yeah.
you are opening any file and you think that it is a confidential file and you want to remove your tracks, so you can simply change the access time. Okay, because let's say if someone is analyzing the system that is hacked, so he or she
Yeah.
can know that someone opened this file previously at this particular time, so they can find you. So what you can do, you can just change your access time here so that no one can find you, that someone opened this file. So this is a trick
Mhm.
of removing the traces. So how we can change? We can simply use here times prompt, name of your file, which is secret.txt, -m, which is modify time. And here we are changing the time here. So previously time was, you can see 2022, but now we are putting 2018 here with some other time. So we are changing the modification time so that no one can track us. Okay, you can see modify
Okay.
time changed to 2018. Previously it
Mhm.
was 2022, but it is changed to 2018. So it is like a kind of a trick we can use.
Yeah.
Okay, then we can also start the key scan, which we have already seen. Like if someone is typing anything, you will get the details here. Okay, main thing here is the mimikatz, which you let me show you. Okay, so these are some simple commands. Here we can also start, we can check out the firewall details with the help of NetSH. Main thing here is here we can get the details of the like product details like name, version, and vendor information. Okay, UAC details, user account details. So these are the user account details. Okay, so these are the post exploitation or post acceleration commands we can use.
Yeah.
Main thing, even we can reboot the system with the help of WMIC. Okay, OS where primary equal true and reboot. So we are restarting the system. So this will restart the system. Main thing is we can run the mimikatz in the same session, which is like this. let's say we want to dump the hashes. So here we will use the same exploit, which is Windows local bypass UAC for helper. Okay, helper. And then here we can run mimikatz. How we can use? We have to simply use load kiwi. Kiwi stands for mimikatz only. So once you load this kiwi, like this one, in your current session, then you will gain the higher access in the target machine. Once you load kiwi, then you will click on help kiwi. So what kind of operation you can perform with the help of kiwi? Like the advanced operations. Like you can retrieve all the credentials, retrieve all the Kerberos credentials. If you are in the Windows server, maybe if there's an Active Directory, you can check out the SSP credentials, NTLM credentials, and so on, user account information, and so on. So you can gain, like you can get lots of information with the help of Kiwi, not only on the desktop Windows, but on the Windows server as well. Okay, you can dump the LSSM or LSA secrets and so on. So here you can see LSA underscore dump SAM. And once you click on this one, you will get the hashes of all the accounts. For example, here with this hash of admin, we have this user admin hash NTLM. So this is the hash. Okay, now even you can change the value of the hashes. Now this is the hash. You can convert it into the password, or you can leave this as it is. But what we can do, you can also change the hash value here. And once you change the hash value, the password will automatically change. For example, you can see the hash value start from 9 to 9. Okay, here, admin. So how we can change it? We can simply put here password underscore change -u, u for your username admin, -n for the current hash, which is here, which is 9 to 9. Okay, this one hash. And here I want to change this hash to any other value, which is -p for the password. So the current value I want to keep is as a password. So the current password is like I want to change any password to password. Okay, so this is the password which I have changed, which is password only. And this will convert the hash of this password is this one. So you can see without even cracking the hash, we are changing the value of the hash. This is the benefit of using Kiwi. Like it is not compulsory to crack the hash. Maybe the password is very strong. Okay. So if the password is very strong, then we cannot crack it. But with the help of Kiwi, we can change password. Okay, like here we can put -u for the admin username, -n for the NTLM hash, and then -p for the password. So this is the password I want to keep. And now you can see the new hash. This is the old hash. Sorry, this is the new hash, which is 8846. And previous hash was 9 to 9. Okay, so you can see the change in the hashes, which means the password has been changed successfully. Okay, now you can see the new password, which new hash, which is 8846. And if you log in the Windows, the password is incorrect because of the previous password. Okay, and now the current password is password only. So this is how we can use mimikatz. Like these are lots of benefit of using mimikatz mainly on the Windows server, not on the just on a desktop. You can also use on the Windows server. Okay, is it clear this much?
Yeah, that much is clear.
So as a whole, we have gained access, like higher access with the help of these two scripts, with the help of Metasploit and with the help of mimikatz. Then at last, we can clear the traces with the help of some values, like we can view, we can enable, or we can clear the audit policies using audit pool. Audit pool is pre-installed in the Windows. So we can simply clear the hashes. So whenever you are clearing your hashes, make sure to clear your virtual machine hash, not your main Windows hash. Sorry, logs.
Yeah.
Okay, here with this audit pool /get/category. So these are the logs category we have. System logs, login, log of logs, and object logs, and so on. Privilege use logs, and so on. And here we can click on this success enable and failure enable, which is we have cleared the logs of the system and account login. Okay. And once we have this success enable and failure enable, so the logs will be cleared. The success and failure.
Yeah.
If you see the success only, then special login is available. Success and failure is the logs has been cleared. Or you can clear the entire logs with the help of /clear/y. So this is for clearing the entire logs altogether. So you will see no auditing everywhere, which is the entire logs has been cleared out. Okay, same, we can use this application, which is some utilities, which is not available anywhere. Okay, it is like here we have this batch script, which is clear underscore event underscore viewer logs.bat. So it is a batch file. Maybe you will get from the internet, clear event viewer logs batch file. This one. Okay, you can get from the Windows side, or you can get from the GitHub. Okay, this file. So this will automatically clear all your event logs without doing anything. So you can get, and maybe it can be malicious file because it is a batch file, and batch files may be malicious. Okay, it depends on, you can check it first, and then you have to just run this as administrator. And when you run this as administrator, all the logs will be cleared automatically. So we can use this utility as well, which is clear event viewer logs. It is for the automating purpose. You can automate your clearing logs with the help of this application. Same as we can try this utility. It is again pre-installed web util EL for listing all the logs. And we have this clear, which is clear the system log. CL for clear. And here we are clearing the system logs. So this is for clearing the system logs. Okay. Next here we have this one, which is how we can clear the Linux logs. So we can either use bash shells for that. Okay, for example, here we have this export history size 0, or we can use history size -c. These two commands are mainly for clearing the history commands of the Linux. For example, if I have this history here, so here we have this history of all the commands I have run. So you can use history-c for clear, or you can use history export history size equals 0. Okay, you can try any of these, or you can do this one also. Let's say you are running any malicious command on the target machine. So before running any command, you can use this sign. Okay, exclamation. For example, if I run history here, so the last command used by me is clear only. But if I run this one sign, and let's say if I'm running any command, let's say net discover. So this will make no history. Sorry, not this one. Like a space before your command. Okay, a space before your command. And if I press enter, and if I press exit, and if I type history again, so you can see this will create no history of that particular command. Last command was net discover, but again it is clear because there's no history saved when you press space and then name of your command. Let's say nmap -help. This is my command here. But if I type history again, you will see no history of this nmap. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, either you can use this one also, space and then your command. So this will save no history in your command, like no command history in your Linux. Okay, or you can just use -c for clearing the history. Then we can also clear the bash history with the help of this command, which is here we are just putting this bash history to a dev null file, which is like we are just clearing out the bash histories, this file. Okay, so we can also run this command for clearing the history and bash history together. At last, we have the CC cleaner installer. This CC cleaner is again for clearing the browser logs. Okay. So it is not for free. You can try for some 15 days. It is a kind of an antivirus also. Okay, it will keep your system clean, like some storage. It will check for the registries also, and it will also clear the logs, like the browser logs. You can also apply the health checkup here. Okay, you can boost your system with the help of this CC cleaner and so on. Mainly here you can clear the logs of your browser, like a Microsoft, your Microsoft Edge logs, Chromium or Chrome logs or Internet Explorer logs, etc. So with the help of CC cleaner, you can clear the logs of that particular browsers. but it is not for free. So it is like a utility we can try. Is it clear this much?
Yeah, that much is fine.
Okay. Then we can move to the wireless hacking. So in the wireless hacking, how we can hack the Wi-Fi's? So basically, Wi-Fi uses three types of security: WEP, WPA, and WPA second. Okay, these three securities. WPEP is like the first security ever seen in the Wi-Fi's. It is now outdated, but many of the Wi-Fi or like organization uses WEP. For example, you will find this WEP security in the cafe, in the airports, etc. And then we have this more advanced security. Then WEP is WPA, and then after WPA we have this WP's version second. So we have three securities, out of which WEP and WPA are outdated and vulnerable. WPE2 is like the latest security. So in this, we will see how we can hack these three securities. Okay. So for hacking the Wi-Fi, we need a special adapter. Without adapter, we cannot hack the Wi-Fi. So here we have this adapter. It is like okay, the range is around 2000. Okay, this
Yeah.
adapter is you can use for, it is like a not a extraordinary, just a normal
Okay.
adapter. But it is like good for the beginners. Without adapter, you cannot hack the Wi-Fi. So if you want to purchase for testing, you can test with the help of this Wi-Fi adapter. It is
Okay.
for 2000. Okay. And you can use it for 3 to 4 times only, because it is uh, not because of the limitation, but because of the structure of this adapter. Okay, so you
Okay.
can use it for just few times, but it is good for the beginners. If you are
Okay.
looking for any costly or more efficient adapter, then you can also purchase alpha adapters.
Yeah.
Okay, like alpha Wi-Fi adapter for Kali Linux. So you can also go for the alpha. Alpha adapters are the best one, and they are like costly also.
Okay.
Okay. So you can go for the alpha adapters, or you can go for the pandas adapters. Okay, like here you can search for pandas adapters. Okay, TP-Link is not efficient.
Okay.
You can go for the alpha and rest with this pandas. Okay, this pandas wireless adapter. Make sure
Yeah.
whenever you are purchasing any adapter for Wi-Fi hacking, first make sure
Mm-hmm.
that adapter is compatible with Windows and Linux, mainly with the
Okay.
Linux operating system, Kali Linux. And secondly, the range of the adapter should be fine. Okay, let's say the range is here, like you can see the antenna range is the speed is 150 MB per second, and the range is also good enough. Okay, so check out the range first and compatibility. Okay, then only you can purchase. For example, this adapter is supported for Kali Linux, Arc Linux, CentOS, and Windows. Okay, make
Okay.
sure your your adapter should be compatible with the Linux and Windows both. Secondly, the range will be high. Okay, so that you can capture the nearby Wi-Fi's. Okay, so how you can hack the Wi-Fi? So see, whenever you are purchasing any adapter, you have to configure that first. So whenever you are purchasing, you will get some configuration references, or you can watch on YouTube like how you can configure. But if you're purchasing this adapter, you don't need any configuration for this one, because
Okay.
it is a simple adapter. What you can
Yeah.
do, you can purchase and you can try on your Windows. If on your Windows you will get a second interface which is Wi-Fi second, then your adapter is working. Then you can turn on your Kali and then you can check on your Kali Linux. Okay, now how to check on Kali? So see,
Okay.
okay, so what you can do, first you can connect. It is not compulsory even to purchase the adapter, because in the CH examination, you will not get Wi-Fi hacking machines, because for Wi-Fi
Okay.
hacking, you need an external adapter that you not required in the examination. But if you want to hack Wi-Fi in the real life scenario, then you can purchase it. Okay, it's your choice. Just keep it simple for the starting. Make it like just purchase a less uh less cost adapter, and then you can move to any high cost adapters. Okay.
Okay.
So how you can connect? You can simply connect like a USB pen drive, and then you can check on Windows first. For this adapter, there's no need for the configuration. But if you're purchasing any alpha adapter or any pentas, you need configuration. Okay, that you will
Okay.
find on the YouTube, like how we can configure alpha with the Windows and Linux. With the Windows, it is complex, but with the Linux, it is very easy. Okay, now what we can do? First, we can move to this level, which is find Wi-Fi network in range using Net Surveyor. Net Surveyor is available for Windows, and we can find the nearby devices, nearby Wi-Fi's around us with the help of Net Surveyor. Net Surveyor is available for Windows. So what you can do, you can first connect your interface. That's it. And then you can install this application, Net Surveyor. It is for free. Click on Next and click on Finish. So you will get this interface. Here you will get the list of visible interfaces like Wi-Fi around you. Your SSID. SSID is like name of the Wi-Fi. BSSID like MAC address of the Wi-Fi. And channel ID, which is unique for channels. And then we have this strength of the Wi-Fi. And then we have this quality and then signal quality, which is good, very good, high, low, excellent, and so on. The connections nearby you will be the high quality. Okay, then encryption is yes, which is they are all password protected. Active is yes, they are all active right now. Okay, so these are the entry you will get in the net survey, like the Wi-Fi around you. Okay, like the main here is you have to notice the SSID, like name of the Wi-Fi interface, like Wi-Fi network. Okay. Secondly, BSSID, the MAC address of that Wi-Fi. Channel ID is important, and this encryption is important. Signal quality is important for hacking, mainly for hacking. With the help of net survey, you can only gain the nearby connection. You can see the graph as well. Even you can generate a report of these Wi-Fi. You can click on here file and click on report. You can create a report of these entire information. Okay. Then here, after this net survey report, now next we can also use this application, which is Wash and Wireshark. Wash and Wireshark is another tool for collecting the Wi-Fi's near you. Okay, nearby you. So what we can do now, you can first open your Linux and then you can connect to adapter. Okay, so it is a sequence. First, you have to open the Linux operating system. Okay, log in inside Linux, then connect your adapter. So if you connect your adapter after opening the Linux, you will see this interface. Okay, like new USB device identify, and you want to connect this USB. Now, this is the name of the adapter to the virtual machine, which is Kali, or with the Windows. So you have to click on the virtual machine that I want to connect this adapter with the Kali and click on OK. And when you type ifconfig, you will get another interface in your Linux. So this is the first two interface which are ordinary. But when you connect to the adapter, you will get another interface with the name of this one. Okay, names are mainly common whenever you are using ifconfig until you change it. And this is the IP address of your new interface, which is this one. Your net mask, your broadcast IP, the IPv6 and MAC address. Okay. So if everything is okay, everything is good, then you will get your interface name here. If there's some problem with the adapter or with the configuration, then you will not get the interface name here. Okay. And once you gain, then we have to reconfigure this adapter. How we can reconfigure? You have to start ermon-ng start this name of your adapter. So name of my adapter is like interface is this one. So I have to enter this name here. I am starting my interface. So ermon-ng start name of your interface, whatever is visible here. So this will show you the PID details, some process details, and so on. So your monitor mode is enabled. So for doing this process, we have to enable the monitor mode. So when you click on start, you will get the information about your adapter, the name, the driver, the chipset, and so on. Okay, now if you type ifconfig, okay, after enabling, you have to again kill the process, which is am1ng check kill. So killing the process is important. So once you kill it, you will find the name of your adapter to be WLAN01. Previous name was this one, which is this big name. But when you start the monitor mode, you will find your name of your adapter will be changed to WLAN01. And it is all same in all operating system. Okay, whatever the adapter you are using, it is same. So this name you will find. Okay, once you find this name, you can kill the process, check kill, and then you have to start again. But start with the new name, which is WLAN01. And finally, your adapter has been started with the monitor mode. Okay, again, I'm telling you, first you have to start your Kali Linux machine, then connect your adapter, and then you will face this interface, which is you want to connect adapter with which machine, Windows or Linux. So you can select virtual machine and select Linux. Then you have to type ifconfig to verify if the connect adapter is working or not. You will find third interface, which is this one. Name can be different. This name can be different. Then you have to start with a name with the same name, which is visible here. Once you start, your name will be changed to WLAN01, which is monitor mode is enabled. And then here you will type am1ng check kill, and then you can start the WLAN01. Once you do this process, your adapter will be configured successfully. Okay. Then we can use wash-i WLAN01. Wash is used for collecting the information about nearby networks. BSS ID means MAC address of nearby Wi-Fi. Channel ID, WPS security, is it WEP, WPA or WPA second? So this is WPA and others are WPA second. And then vendor name of vendor of Wi-Fi, and then ESS ID like Wi-Fi names. So these are the Wi-Fi names nearby you. Okay. After that, you can also use Wireshark for capturing the packets. If you start Wireshark, and you will find another interface, which is WLAN01. If you click on this one, you will see you can collect the packets like the broadcast or the multicast packet of the nearby Wi-Fi's. Okay, it is like you are sniffing into their network, into the networks nearby you. Like you can gain the broadcast, the multicast packets of the nearby Wi-Fi. Okay. So with the help of Wireshark, you can get the packets. With the help of Wash, you will get the nearby traffic, like nearby your Wi-Fi names. Okay. Then after this one, we have another mechanism, which is finding the hidden SSID using AirCrackNG. Many users hide their Wi-Fi name. Means their Wi-Fi names are undiscoverable. Like we cannot discover their Wi-Fi name. So that is why how we can find the hidden SSIDs nearby us. Okay, if the nearby Wi-Fi's are hidden and you are not getting the names and you are sure that there's someone which is like that person is hiding their SSID, then you can make them visible. Because without SSID you cannot hack the Wi-Fi. So how we can find the SSID with the help of AirCrackNG. AirCrackNG, AirmonNG, these are the main tool we are using for the Wi-Fi hacking. So how we can find the hidden names which are nearby us. So again, we can connect our interface. Okay, we can start with the AirmonNG start. We can kill the process and then we can start again with a new name. Then here we can use aerodum -ng WLAN01. So aerodum, and this is the name of your interface, which is WLAN01. Once you click on this one, you will get the information about the nearby Wi-Fi's. Okay, like this one. So this is MAC address. This is channel ID, MB per second. And here there is encryption level, cipher used, authentication key here, ESK, ESSID here. Okay, now let's say this ESSID is hidden. Let's say you are getting the details like MAC address, but let's say this name is hidden here. Let's say. So how we can make this name visible? Okay, so in that case, what we can do, we have to share the packets to the hidden SSID, which is MAC address. And once that particular Wi-Fi is on, so that Wi-Fi will respond to our packets. And once they respond, we will get their hidden SSID name. That is like a whole flow or technique we will going to use. Okay. So now you can notice the BSSID, which is MAC address of the hidden Wi-Fi name. So what we can do, we can use Aerodump BSSID and then Wi-Fi name here. Sorry, MAC address of the hidden name, which is this one only 5437, and then name of your interface. And once you click on enter, you will get information about station ID. Station ID is also important. Once you gain station ID, then you can share the packets to the target machine with the help of AirPlay NG. AirPlay NG -O for the channel ID, -O 11. 11 is a channel ID here. You can see 11 is a channel ID, which is here. Okay. Then after this one, -A for the MAC address of the Wi-Fi, -C for the station ID and your interface name. So basically what we are doing, we are sharing the packets like bytes to the target Wi-Fi. And in response to that, the Wi-Fi will respond to my Wi-Fi. And in that case, I will find the hidden SSID. So we are sharing the packets. Okay. And then here you can see, once you share, you will get this information, which is CH labs. So this is the hidden SSID. In our case, it is not actually hidden, but what if it is hidden, then that is the way you can find. And the main thing is you can do this in any security level, like WP, WPA or WPA second. You can do it anywhere. Okay, in any level of security. Okay, so it is like a efficient technique for finding the hidden Wi-Fi names. Then we can crack a WEP network using Wi-Fi Fisher. Now here we are cracking the WP security. And how we are cracking with the help of Wi-Fi Fisher. Fisher means phishing attack. So with the help of phishing attack, we will get the password of the Wi-Fi. So here what we are doing, the mechanism is, in the previous session, we have seen how we can apply the website phishing attack. In the website phishing attack, we are creating a web page, okay, like a Netflix web page. That is a fake web page, which is similar to the original web page. We are sharing that to the target. The target is applying the username and password, and that username and password we are getting to the Kali machine. So the same here we are doing here only, but instead of web page, we are creating a fake Wi-Fi point with the same name with the original name. Okay, once we create a fake Wi-Fi point with the same name as the original one, then we can share. Then the user will connect, click on the Wi-Fi name, apply the password, and password will deliver to us. Okay, so it is similar to Wi-Fi web page phishing here. So how we can apply? It is simple. First, we can connect, we can configure. Now for this one, we have to install some libraries. Like these are the libraries you can install. Okay, apt get install these libraries. After this one, we have to install this application, which is rough HOTS apt, which is this. This one. Okay, so you have to install this particular tool there. Okay, you can simply git clone and you can cd and then you can install the setup. So once you install the setup, you will get, okay, you can install the setup. After installing the setup, you will get the CD Wi-Fi Fisher. After installing this one, you have to install the Wi-Fi Fisher, which you can search here. Okay, so you have to clone these repositories. First, the Wi-Fi Fisher. Okay, sorry, first this rough point and then this Wi-Fi Fisher. Once you have the required tools, you can simply run Wi-Fi Fisher -force host apd. Okay, and once you click on here, you will get the names of the nearby Wi-Fi around you. So let's say I want to apply the attack on the CEH labs. I want to know the password of this one. And this you can only apply in the WEP security, not in WPA or not in WPA second. You can only apply in the WEP security. Okay, so you can click on CH lab WEP. And once you click on, you have selected CH labs. And then you will see, you have to select this fourth option, which is Network Manager Connect. Once you click on this one, the panel, or we can see the web page, or we can see the Wi-Fi fisher point has been initiated. Okay, and if anyone connect to your fake Wi-Fi point, you will get the password here. You can see Wi-Fi feature is connected, ESS ID this one, channel ID is this one, and so on. So now you can open the phone, your Android or iOS, and here we have the Sage Labs. So once the user click on it, they have to apply the password. Okay, now the user will think that this is the real Wi-Fi. So they will click on this one, and the information will get here in your Kali machine, which is this is the MAC address, connected victim, the IP address of the connected victim, and the Android or iOS. And they will apply the password. Let's say password is this one, and the password you will get here, which is password of that particular Wi-Fi is 123457890. So this is the actual password of the ESSID CEH labs. So it is the same attack we were applying previously as a web page phishing. Here we are applying the Wi-Fi phishing. Okay, Wi-Fi phishing.
Okay.
Is it clear this much?
Yeah,
Like how we
yeah.
can apply the Wi-Fi phishing?
Yeah, yeah. It's fine.
Then we have this cracker WP network using aircrack engine. Now we have three ways of cracking the WP. First, we can use Wi-Fi phishing. Second, we can use aircrack. Third, we can use fun Wi-Fi cracker. For the WEP, we can again use aircrack engine. For the WEP, WPA or WPA second, you can also use aircrack engine. So aircrack engine is like a powerful application. So again, we can simply connect to the Kali. We can configure. Okay, after configuration, we can apply this one, which is airdump ng start WLAN 01. And then we can start this one airdump ng and name of the interface, Wi-Fi interface. And then you will get the nearby connections. Here we will get BSS ID, the station ID. Let's say we want to apply the attack on this particular name here, CEH Labs. So we can simply run a single command, which is here, airdump ng VSSID. First, we need to capture the handshake. So what we are doing, first we will capture the handshake of the target machine. After getting the handshake packets, we can apply the attack on those packets. For example, here we have this airdump ng BSSID, MAC address of the target machine, target Wi-Fi, -C means number of packet count, and -W means name of your file. So we are saving the packets in this particular file. So name of my file is webcrack, and then name of my interface. Okay, and then after that, you will see we will share some packets, like one packet only. Okay, then we are sharing the handshake. Okay, like sharing some packets, which is we are mentioning the BSS ID and the station ID and then name of the Wi-Fi. And we are just sharing the ERP request packets. Once we get the packets and their replies, we can apply the attack. Okay, you can see this much data has been transmitted. Then we have this cap file, which is webcrack.cap. Cap is a Wireshark file. In this file, we have this handshake packets are captured. Now we can use aircrack ng and then name of the file which contains the packets. And with the help of this one, aircrack ng will choose the word list automatically and will start the brute force attack. So here the brute force attack is going on. So here you will notice the password is this one, 12345678990. Okay, so it is a brute force attack only where we are applying on the on this particular file, webcrack cap file.
Okay. Yeah.
And here you can see this one is number of packets read, and we are applying the attack on the on those packets, on the basically on the handshake. Okay, and this is the password found. And then we can simply connect with the help of that particular password. Okay, so this is WEP. We can also try this one with the help of WPA and WPA second. Then we can also crack the WPA security with the help of Fun Wi-Fi Cracker. Fun Wi-Fi Cracker is pre-installed in your Linux. It is again a kind of a brute forcing tool. Okay, you can connect your adapter. You will get this Fun Wi-Fi Cracker in your Linux only. Okay, you can type fun-Wi-Fi-cracker. So here you have to select the interface. Okay, and then you have to click on scan for the access point. Once you click on this access point, you will get the access point, which is 8 Wi-Fi detected. So you can click on here, and these are the access point nearby you. Then again, it is very easy to use. You can select the Wi-Fi you want to hack. Then here you have to select the word list. Because it is a brute force attack, you have to select the word list. Once you select your word list, then you can simply click on start attack. So you can select any of the word lists you want. You can download from the internet also. And then you can click on Wi-Fi attack. Once you click on Wi-Fi attack, this will crack the Wi-Fi. Okay. Which is password 1 is the password of this CEH labs. So this is with the WPA security and WEP. So you can try for both. And for the Wi-Fi password list, you can click on Wi-Fi passwords, word list, like common passwords, set list. So the best word list you will get here only in the set list. So these are the common passwords which is used in the Wi-Fi. So here you can see there are many passwords. You can copy those, you can create a file, you can download this file and you can apply here in the browse in this here. So that you can use this password word list for the brute forcing. Okay, it is very simple. It is a GUI application, that is why it is simple. Okay. And it is like pre-installed in your Linux. And here you can see the database entry where you have this access point, MAC address of that point, and encryption level and the password. Like key is password 1 and channel ID is 11. Okay, and you can also save the changes. Then the last we can do is we can hack or we can crack WPA second network using aircrack engine. Okay, which is here. We can type ifconfig here and then we can simply connect. Now here we are cracking the latest security, which is WPA second. And this we can do using brute force attack only. So brute force is again like 50-50. If the password exists in the word list, then we can able to crack it, okay, otherwise not. So always choose a powerful word list, long and powerful. So we can start the W0 man. We can check for the nearby Wi-Fi devices. Then we can, now here we are sharing the packet. Okay, first we will capture the handshake. With the help of handshake, we will share some packets. And with the help of that packet file, we will crack the password. So here we are sharing, this is my, the MAC address of the target, channel ID. And here we are sharing the packet to this particular file. So this is the name of my file which contains the packet and the name of my interface. So this here we will contain, here we are capturing the handshake. Once the handshake has been captured, we can share some other ARP packets. Okay, with the help of this command, which is airplay ng, 0 for the channel ID, A for the MAC address, which is BSS ID, C for the station ID, and then your interface name. Okay, and then after this one, we will get the file. And then we can apply this attack, which is aircrack ng-A2. A2 means your target MAC address -W. W is the password list, which I want to use for cracking the password. So this is my password list. You can choose your own password list. And then your cap file. So in this cap file, in this Wireshark packets file, we have the back packets like handshake packets, which is able to crack or brute force the password. And then we can wait for the password to crack until we found the real password, which is password 1. So again, it is very easy attack. The main thing is you can just follow the commands. You just know the station ID, the MAC address, and the ESS ID of the target, and the right password file. With the help of these requirements or materials, you can easily crack the target password. If your password file is strong, then you can crack it. Or if the password file is weak, then you cannot. It depends on if the password exists inside the password word list. Okay, so that is why I always choose the powerful password list, which contains numerous passwords. Okay, like combination of passwords. Then at last, we can also create a rough point, access point to capture the data packets. which means let's take a scenario. Let's say you are sitting in the cafe and there's a target also sitting in the same cafe. Now that target is making the payment. Now you can capture the packets of that particular target with the help of your fake access point, because you have seen many users, they connect to the free Wi-Fi on the airports, on the cafes, or any other like facility like public facility, or on the hotels. So you can create your own fake point, like your free Wi-Fi point. And if the user connected to your free Wi-Fi point, then whatever the browsing, whatever they are using or browsing, making payments, chatting, you will get all those information in your machine. So that is like a kind of a fake point. Okay. So how we can do? We can again do with the help of the same mechanism. We can connect the adapter. We can now for this we have to install some utilities, which is these are the utilities you can install. After installing, you have to use create underscore app. Create underscore app is available on GitHub. You can search for create underscore app. Okay. So it is a shell script. You can simply clone and cd and click on make install. So same step you will find here, cd and make install. Once you copy, then you will know your, just copy your name of your Wi-Fi adapter, which is this one. Okay, and then you have to apply create underscore app, name of your Wi-Fi interface, and then another interface, which is first interface, and then free internet. So this is the name of my Wi-Fi point, free internet. Okay, now my Wi-Fi point has been created, free internet. If someone click on this free internet, I will get their information. For example, this is the iOS, and if let's say there's a free internet. If I click on this one free internet, and if I now it is a free, so you don't need password. So many user like check for the free Wi-Fi around them, and they usually click on the free Wi-Fi or connect to the free Wi-Fi's. And when someone click on the free Wi-Fi, you will get the information of that user first, like their device information, and then you have to install this better cap. Better cap is mainly for collecting the packets. So you can install gem, install better cap, and then run this better cap in your machine, which is a better cap, name of your interface, and proxy no discovery. Once you run this command, you will get the packets of that particular user. Okay, means here you can see that particular user is browsing these websites. Okay, these websites like Pancake, iCloud, this one. So now you will get the information of that particular user. Let's say the user is applying some username and password on their device. Let's say. Then you will get the username and password as well. Okay, if it is on the HTTP, then you will get the username and password in the unencrypted format. If they are using HTTPS, then you will get the password encrypted. Okay, so this is how you can simply like create a rough access point, and then you can simply if a user click on your free internet, you will get the information of that particular user, even if that user is making the payments, applying their password, or whatever they are browsing, you will get the details of that particular user to your system. So it is a kind of a social engineering attack where you are tricking the user so that they can connect to your free Wi-Fi. And once they are connected to your free Wi-Fi, they can simply uh, whatever they are doing, you can check it out on your machine. So it is like a kind of a social engineering attack. Is it clear? Any questions?
Yeah, that much is clear. That's fine.
Okay. So it is like you have to just follow the steps which are on the PDF. If you find any problem, like any error with any command, then you can just click the picture of that error and you can share it with me. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now we have this one, which is sniffing. This was left. Like how we can flood the target network with lots of packet. macOS. macOS is a
Okay.
kind of a attack, like a
Yeah.
kind of a tool where you are flooding the like target network with lots of packets, like mainly the switch. You are flooding, you are
Yeah.
applying this attack on that switch. And if the network will be flooded, for example, let's say Let's say there's a switch and that switch is connected to multiple PCs. Even you are the part of that network. Let's say this is attacker PC. So if you
Yeah.
run this Mac OS in your machine, then you are flooding
Mhm.
the switch with lots of MAC addresses. So in that case, the switch will confused and it will flood the packets, all the packets, which are meant for a single PC. Let's say this switch is sharing the response to any one PC, any other NPC. So if you are flooding the switch with lots of MAC addresses, then then switch will confused and it will share the packets or flood the responses to everyone in the network so that you can see the packets or the responses of every PC. Okay, so it
Mhm.
is like a sniffing attack. So how we can use it? So again, it is available. We can use macOS. Here we can use -i for your interface and then -n for the number of packets we want to share, like number of MAC address we want to flood on.
Yeah.
So you can see we are flooding the switch, mainly my router with lots of MAC addresses. You can see these are all the MAC addresses. You can increase
Yeah.
the number by 100. Mainly this attack is useful whenever you are connected via switch because routers are smarter than switch. That is why. That is why.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you can apply this one mainly on the switch. Not router will are like they are like more smarter. So this will not work in the router, but they will work in the switch. Whenever there's a switch and they're like multiple devices are connected with that switch. Then also we can change the MAC address of your own machine. Like we can change the MAC address temporarily, not permanently. For the
Yeah.
permanent change, we have to change the NIC card, which is a physical card inside your
Yeah.
machine. So what we can
Mhm.
do, we can change the MAC address temporarily. So here we
Okay.
have this MAC changer, which is pre-installed. Okay. So here we have this -s. S will show you the current MAC address. So this is my
Yeah.
current MAC address or permanent MAC
Mhm.
address. So if I type
Mhm.
here MAC changer, okay, so MAC changer -help. So here we have this show here. For the show, we can check out the current MAC address. For the
Mhm.
changing, we can use -a. For the random changing of the MAC address, okay, sorry. For -r for randomly changing the MAC address. So if I type here MAC changer -a and name of the interface. Okay, so you can see the current MAC address is this one, but the temporary MAC address is this one, which is new MAC. So if I
Yeah.
run this one, which is MAC changer -s here, you will notice the current MAC address, which is the new MAC address. And
Yeah.
the permanent MAC address is this one only. But whenever you
Mhm.
share the packets to anyone or you connect to any user, they will see your new MAC address, which is this one, not a permanent MAC address, this one. Okay, you can also use -a. You can also use -r for changing the MAC address. -a will change the MAC address and keep the MAC address of the same kind. Okay. And -r will randomly change your MAC address. Okay, for example, you can see this is a new random MAC address, which is different, entirely different from your previous MAC address. Okay, so again, we can check it out with the -s. So this is my current MAC address, which is a random MAC address, and this is the permanent MAC address. So we can change with the help of -a or -s. I'm sorry, -r. Okay, is it clear this much? Any questions?
No, that's all right. That's good.
Now, at last, we can see how we can hack the Mr. Robot machine. Okay.
Okay.
So this VMware machine is my Mr. Robot machine. So I'm just starting it.
Mhm.
Now, first we will find the IP address of Mr. Robot. So, which we can do with the help of npIP scanner. Okay, so this is the IP address of Mr. Robot, which is 192.168.138. So let me turn off this brightness. So IP address of the target machine is 192.168.138. So first we will start with the nmap scan. So here we will use nmap-sv-a-o, the same scan. And here 38. Okay, so this will scan for the open ports, services, and so on. We can verify if this is the IP address or not. So we can apply the IP address 192.168.138. So this is the IP address of Mr. Robot only. So what we can do, we can try again. Yeah, now it is working. So it is blocking our pings. We can use F1PM as well. Maybe there's some problem with this machine.
Okay. That's fine.
Let's try with the CMO, with the Windows.
Yeah.
So in the Windows, it is working. Maybe
Yeah.
the problem is with the Linux. So let me close this one and we will use different Linux for now.
Mm.
So we will follow the same methodology. We will start with the information gathering, then scanning, then gaining access, and then clearing traces, if any. So Mr. Robot is a server and there's a website hosted on the Mr. Robot, which is a WordPress
Okay.
website. So in this
Yeah.
session, we will going to hack a WordPress website.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are collecting 3 flags.
Mm-hmm.
So here we can apply the nmap scan.
Okay.
So now we know that there's a website posted on this particular server. So we can analyze the website. So we can simply apply the IP address on the browser, and here we will get the website. So this is like the interface of the website. It is like dedicated to a web series known as Mr. Robot. So here it is asking for these are the commands which we can apply. Prepare, F30, these are just useless. Okay, for example, if I apply prepare, so it will show me some animations. Okay. So it is like a simply like a animation. So we apply any command. So this will show me first like some kind of animations. Okay, so what we can do first is scan the IP address of the website, which is a nmap scan. So here you can see SSH port is closed. Basically, it is open, but there's some
Yeah.
mechanism which is blocking our SSH, like packets on SSH. Then port number 80 is open, which is of HTTP. 443 is open, HTTPS. And Apache server is used by the website. This is a MAC address. It is a Oracle VirtualBox and aggressive OS scan, which is maybe the targets is using Linux operating system, which is the version is between 3.10 to 4.11. So we don't have any specific port except 80 and 443.
Yeah.
So that is why we visit the website. And on the website, we found that there's something animation and etc. So we are not interested in the animation. So what we can do, we can start the Dove scan. Dove scan, Dove work for, it will scan for the web pages. Like how many web pages are there in the website? 38. So we are looking for maybe some web pages, maybe some confidential web pages and so on.
Okay.
Okay, so here we can simply, we can leave it here. And in the new tab, we can also apply the NITTO scan. NITTO scan is mainly for basic scanning. So here we can use NITTO, and here we can apply -H and IP address. So NITTO will scan for the basic level vulnerabilities. For example, the server is Apache, PHP version is 5.5.29. And more else? You can see here while scanning for the web page we have found, there's an admin directory, which we can check out. Like here we can apply the password, sorry, the IP address and then /admin. So this is, let's see. There's nothing in this page. Okay. So here we are checking for some vulnerabilities. So here we can also check for the robots.txt file. As I said, robots.txt is a confidential file. So we can check simply by using 1.38/robots.txt. Now here you can see in the robots.txt, we have some data. First is we have this fsociety.dic. Second, here we have this key 1 of 3.txt that we are looking for. So we have three keys here. First key is this one. So what we can do, we can simply copy this key and instead of this robots.txt, we can apply here. Let's see if we got something or not. And here we have this first key. So this is like, you can see how easy it is to find the first key, first flag. Okay. Now how we find? We are just looking for robots.txt. Robots.txt is a file, a confidential file, which tell us about some disallow and allow entries on the web page, which we can use to find some confidential information. So whenever sorry, there's a connection issue. So how do we find the first flag? So it is simple. Whenever we are like enumerating or hacking any website or just scanning any website, we can look for this robots.txt. Even if you open the Facebook have also this robots.txt. If I show you robots.txt. So in the robots file, you can see some are the disallow entries, some are the allow entries. Okay, even Facebook also have this robots.txt. So this robots.txt is a confidential file which may contain some kind of information for the user. For us, it contains key. Also, we have something which is fsociety.dic, which means there's something we can download. So what we can do, we will use a command here, which is, we can open a new tab. So we have to download this fsociety file. We can use wget http and IP address of the target machine, just 192.168.138 / name of file, which is fsociety. You can copy this file here, Control C, and we can paste here. Okay, so if I open this file here, okay, so it is downloading. It is a heavy file. So we are downloading from here. So let me stop from here. Okay, so we are simply downloading this fsociety.dic. Maybe it can contain some information because it is a file. It can contain some useful information for us. That is why we are downloading. Okay, let's see the scan of now the file is here. If I type ls, so this is my file. So what we can do, we can simply cat this fsociety, or we can use head here to print top 5 lines. So you can see it is a kind of a word list. Okay, if I type here head -20, or just head we. Okay, so here you can see it contains some words. If I type here tail and name of file, which is fsociety, so it contains some word list. It is like a word list for us. So we can use this word list for the for brute forcing, for the username and for the password. So whenever you are solving any machine, maybe you solve in your examination, maybe you solve any other machine, you will find these types of hints everywhere. Okay, maybe you get some word list, maybe you get some confidential file which contains password only, maybe some hash and so on. So that you have to look for. Okay, just like we look for this file and secondly this file. Now we have this file now where we can brute force. So we have this website. So we can check out this here. So what we can do, we can try some, now this website is based on WordPress.
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't have any other information here. So what we can do, we can just keep on trying to apply some kind of web page. Like for example, admin was not working. Maybe WP admin will work. This is again not working. Maybe let's say we can check for the login page, if any. Okay, we're just checking. That's it.
Yeah.
And here you can see we have this login page, which means the machine is asking for to apply the brute force here on this particular login page. Okay, and how you find this login page? Once this will complete this derv attack, you will find the login page here also. Okay, and even this is a WordPress website. So we can also apply a WordPress scan here. Okay, that is maybe, let's say, we can scan using WordPress, which is, let's become sudo here.
Yeah.
And here we can type WP scan and -.
Mhm.
Yes. So here we have to state the URL and URL for the scan. So here we can simply use what WP scan -URL and URL we want to scan, which is 192.168.138. So now we are scanning the website with the help of WP scan. So this WP scan is specifically for the WordPress website if you are scanning any WordPress website. Okay. And how do you know that it is a WordPress website? So once you open the website like this one, you can check out the source code of this website. You can right click and you can click on view page source. And here you can find something like, let's say you can click on Control F, WP, admin. So we don't have any. So let's open the fresh website page. So we can right click and click on view page source. So this is again the source code. And here we don't have any specific information that it is a WordPress website or not. But when we scan, let's say if there's a WordPress website, you can check with this application, which is WordPress website checker, which is it VP. This is
Mhm.
like a website which will tell you that if there's a website is a WordPress website or not. For example, Gentech is a WordPress website. So we can check it here. Okay, just Gentech networks.com. So with the help of this one, also you can check if the website is a WordPress or not. And here guys, good news, Gentech is using WordPress and some other information. Okay, so same as you can find either the page source or you can find if the website is using WordPress or not. EZVP. Again, you can find if you are running a dev, you can find here also. You will find WP admin page here also. Once it will complete, you will find here also that it is a WordPress website. Even the Net2 will tell you that it is a WordPress website. And here we have applied WP scan. Now with the help of WP scan, you can see we have find many details. First is the header. Okay, like first there's a robots.txt file. Okay, and we have successfully found it. Then it is using this particular PHP. Then we have this README file also. These are WP
Yeah.
cron PHP file also, which we can find. Then there's now the WordPress is using this particular theme, which is 2015. And if this theme is vulnerable, then we can simply hack the WordPress website. Same as these are the plugins you will find. So this is the information we have get with the WP scan. So we can also run this WP scan to gain some insights about the website. Now there's a login page and we have a word list also. So let's apply the brute force attack on this particular web page. So for that,
Yeah.
we can use Hydra. So I have a command. So instead of writing, let me share it. Okay, so there's a command which is to brute force this WordPress login page with the help of word list. But our word list is very long. It is like very large. And as I said, that larger the word list, long it will take to attack. So what we can do, we can just cut off or we can make the word list a little bit of short. How we can make? So here we can get the F society first. And then here we can first sort it. After sorting, we can simply put a unique characters inside sorted.dic, which is my new word list. So basically, I'm just reading the file and I'm just sorting it. And after sorting, I'm just putting the unique words in this file. Now this is my new word list. Now we can simply apply the Hydra attack. So here we have to just replace the IP address here. So the IP address for the 192.168.1.38. And here we can use sorted.txt because F society is a very long file. So it will take very long to brute force. That is why we have just sorted in the ascending order, like in the alphabetic order. And then we put a unique character and we are putting those unique character inside this sorted file. Now this sorted file is very like smaller than the actual file. And then we are using that word list, which is sorted.dic to brute force this username and password. So first we are brute forcing the username only, not the password. So this will take around few minutes to crack the username for this particular WordPress website. Once we find the username, we can crack for the password and then we can log in inside WordPress website. After login, we can do anything to the website. We can remove any pages, we can edit pages. But what we want is we have to gain shell to the server. So with the help of the WordPress website, we will gain shell. Let me check if the right username is in the word list or not. So,
Yeah.
is Here you can see in the DERF, as I said, how do we find this login page? This login here. So you can see here, we have a login entry here, which is 192.168 login, which means there's a login page exists in the website. So we can copy and we can open. So this web page will be open. So this is how we can check for the web pages. So DERB is very important for checking how many web pages are there. Sometimes it will tell you about the confidential web pages like robots file or login pages is, sign up pages is, forget password pages is, so that you can hack the website from different pages or perspectives. Okay, so we can stop this one because the work is over. And here, word list. So this will take around maybe a few more seconds. Let's Greg. So up to here, everything is straightforward. First, we open the website as we found that there's a website hosted on the server. Then we look for the robots.txt, and that is quite common. Whenever we are hacking any website, then we look ordinarily for the robots file. And from the robots file, we find key number 1, which is key 1 of TST. Then we also find that there's a fsociety.dic file, which contains some username or password list. So with the help of that, we have converted this fsociety to a sorted DIC file, which is which contains some some not repetitive words. Okay, sorted file. After this one, we have found, with the help of DERF, we have found that there's a login page. With the help of login page, we open this page. And now with the help of that word list, we are brute forcing this username and password. So until here, everything is straightforward. Okay. Okay, so for now, I'm just making this word list a little bit of short because this will take time. So for this session, I'm just making this short. You can try with the entire word list because you can see the many words here, like around more than 11,000. So I'm just making this entire word list a little bit of short. Okay, by removing some characters. Or let's keep some important notes. So I'm keeping from A to E. Okay, because within A to E, we have the right username and password as well. So that is why I'm keeping just some few words so that we can brute force faster. Okay.
Hey, just wondering how long it's gonna take more?
Actually, the session gets too long. Do you
Yeah.
want to continue tomorrow?
Yeah, that's fine. So, I mean, it will take a little more.
Sorry?
Yeah, if we could do that, that would be great because my family's planning to go outside.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Actually, this one is taking so long to brute force. What we can do, we can continue this lab tomorrow. Okay, so we are
Okay,
left with this lab only, so that we will continue tomorrow.
okay, same time.
Yeah, same time.
Okay then. Thank you very much.
Okay, and if you get some time, so try to revise with the syllabus. If you have any doubt, so please ping me on WhatsApp, or you can ask tomorrow.
Okay, of course. All right then.